Hi, good afternoon, Mansi ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, Asutosh. How are you too?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. And how was your Holi so far and how did you celebrate?
That was very unique Holi because for the very first time, my husband he celebrated Holi at my home, and that's why. And for my brother and my sister-in-law, it was their first Holi, so that's why that was special Holi for all of us.
Oh, that's great to
What about
hear.
your Holi?
For me, it was a peaceful Holi, but as I enjoyed because my niece was there. My sister got a baby girl, so that's why she was there at home. So we enjoyed playing Holi around her niece. Actually, everybody was just playing or just taking care of her. So it was a wonderful time spending with her. As baby are like always cute, right?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
same for me and my family. It was so wonderful to celebrate Holi with her. Okay, so as you're joining me for the first time on my YouTube channel, would you mind introducing yourself?
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself on your platform, on your YouTube. And as you know, my name is Mansi Gola. I hail from Delhi. If I talk about my educational qualifications, so I have done master in social work because I wanted to be a big social worker and I wanted to join a NGO. And one more dream I had that I wanted to open my own NGO. But because of my husband job, I can't do it right now because it is a transferable job. So that's why. But yeah, definitely in future I will do it. And as far as my job is concerned, so by profession I'm a teacher. I teach English. Previously I used to teach English in a private school. Then after I joined a NGO. From there I got this idea to work in a NGO and to start my own NGO. Yeah, and it's been I think 3 years I have been teaching English online on Google Meet. Yeah, that's all about me.
Oh,
Yeah, I run
that's great
Facebook
to hear.
page also and YouTube also. So I run Facebook and YouTube also. Yes.
Oh, that's very nice to hear. So tell me a little more about the NGO where you work and how does it work?
Okay, where I was working, the name of that NGO was Arho Foundation, a Ray of Hope, and that was under Gale. Do you know Gale? The
Yes.
office of Gale is near to South Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
So near Munirka, I think so. Yeah. So I was working there. I worked there for 5 years, and I was teaching there. I used to teach all subjects, but I was famous there for English only because I was the one there who used to make notes and reports in English. So I was the only one there. So that's why I got idea to start my career in English only from that NGO.
So NGO means non-government organization, right?
Mm.
And so it is like, funded by whom? Like funded by the people or some people who like to just, donate just, for the students. And your NGO was related to education, right? You were
Yes.
providing education to
I
the
used
kids who were able to afford it.
I used to teach to the kids at free of cost, but I used to get salary, a very minor salary, that was very less. Like if I tell you that was 4,000 per month, and I used to work from morning to night. I think 9 to 9. I think so, 9 to 7. I think. Yeah, I used to work there, but I used to have fun a lot because that was my dream job because I love this type of work, since my childhood. When I do something for the needy, I feel very happy and relaxed. That's why I was enjoying there while working in that NGO.
So means kids get free education, but teachers or the supporters or the guide gets a minimal kind of salary, right, for their efforts because they are putting a lot of efforts. And of course, they should get more. But if as they are working in NGO, so they get some little amount for
Little
that,
amount.
right?
Yes, yes, yes. Hmm.
Okay. And what about now? How do you help people now through Google Meet, and how do you get students at this moment?
I get student, as I told you, I run Facebook page. So from where I get students. So touchwood, from where I get good amount of students. And today I'm going to conduct a demo class at 5 o'clock. So Yes, I need your wish. So that's why.
Sure. Not all the best for that. So means
Mhm.
whatever the classes you conduct, those classes are free of cost for the people who are looking for it.
No, no, not free of cost because I need money. So sometimes, if there is a person who is really needy, like there are some of them are a widow,
Who are not able
and
to
some
afford
of
it.
them are facing so many problems in their life. Like some of them are, they're not like are supported by their husband because their husband not allow them to do something in their life. So they take money from their parents, from their brothers also. So to them only I say like there is no need to pay. I will like teach you at free of cost. So in that case I do it at free. Otherwise I take salary. And you know what, if you serve something at free of cost, nobody will take you like seriously. They will take you for granted, right? So if you take a little amount from them, they will take things seriously and they will focus on study and all the thing whatever you are going to do.
Yeah, exactly. When you work in an NGO, that's a different mindset. You
Hmm.
get the people who are able to understand the value you value, they understand all those things. But when you start giving all those things for free, like getting people from Facebook, YouTube, people think that you are the one. This people will not buy you courses. That's why you are providing those things for
Yes,
free,
yes.
and they will understand you as a valueless, that you're not good enough, so you can sell your courses. So
Yeah.
that is, even though I used to provide free classes and I used to conduct a lot of Google Meets in the beginning when I started my journey, I used to do it for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. But people used to think, they used to come, they used to go, but they did not understand. So then I got suggestions from my few of my friends that you should not provide all these things for free, otherwise in future people will not take you seriously and you'll not be able to get anything out of it, right? And just you're
Yeah.
not doing the social service, you need money for your own career, for your own things, right? So
Yes,
then I
yes.
stopped doing
When I
it, and now I'm
started,
able to get this.
when I started my YouTube channel now, for the very first time, I started teaching online also. And that time I was taking only 1500, you know, and
Mhm.
I started from I think 100 or 500 something. At that time I used to get lots of students, but they were not like serious about themselves, you know. They were like coming and they were going. So I like I told them from now, from today onward I will take 3000, and they started taking seriously. And then, so yeah, if you serve something at free of cost, nobody will give you like
Yeah, and some
respect and time
people
also.
judge your value based on the cost. Like it happens. Like if you go to the market and you get something like 10 rupees per kg, you think like it's not quality. Just the quality is not there. But the same thing you get in another shop in 50 rupees, per kg, you think like, oh wow, it's wonderful. So it happens. It's a kind of mindset. Some people judge your
Right.
value by the cost as well. Many people, if you
Yes.
provide the same things for the 500, people think like, oh, people will not, you're not having the value that people can pay you 5,000, right? People
Mhm.
can pay you 10,000,
It
20,000.
happens.
And when somebody charges 20K, people feel, oh my goodness, he is a wonderful trainer.
Yeah, it happens with so many people in their family. Like sometimes they don't get that much love and care and respect also, which they get from outside, right? Because we say na in Hindi, "Ghar ki murgi dal barabar." So as like that, if you do so many things and people are not valuing that thing, so there is no need to do something there, right?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So even though what we were talking about, like I'm doing also the session after a long time. So like after Holi and things. So I'm just getting back to it. So just forgive me if I'm making any mistakes because
Yeah,
I did not
I
well
I
I
also
the same
I am
things.
also doing the same kind of thing nowadays. When you stop doing practice and all, na, at that time you feel like there is nothing in my mind, right? You don't get more ideas. Hmm. It's
Exactly.
a common problem.
So, okay, moving on to another question. But of course, even though I'm doing after a long time, but I have many questions to ask. So, the
Okay.
question related to your Facebook page and when did you start and how did you get an idea to just start your Facebook page? Why? Just because I started with my YouTube channel until now, I don't have. I just created my Facebook page, but I do not feel like doing it just on Facebook. So, what about you and how many? people are there who are following you, and how it works for you at this moment?
Before giving the answer, I tell you, I would love to tell you that I checked your Facebook page where you are not so active, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
if I talk about my YouTube channel, so this is, I think, my fifth channel on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, and then after
okay.
I got idea to do something on Facebook also, and then I
Mhm.
created my Facebook page where I used to upload vlogging content. I used to upload some dancing videos and like vlogs and all the things. And my brother used to tell me every time, why you are doing this, please don't do this. When people
Mhm.
see me in your vlogs, now they ask me, is she your sister? So I don't know why they ask like this. So please don't do this. So I deleted all the videos from that page, and I started uploading these type of content there. And within 1 month, my Facebook page got monetized, and I was not aware about that. One of my friends, she also has that Facebook page, and she has like good amount of followers. She suggested me, Mansi, you are running, like, your page is running very well. You get 1 lakh, 2 lakh views sometimes. So why don't you get your page monetized? At that time, for the very first time, I get to know, like, oh, we can do it. We can earn money from Facebook also. I was just doing to for time pass only. So at that time, I was asking everything from that Didi, and she was telling me everything, what to do and how to get that page monetized. And then I did that. So yeah, that was my experience with that.
Okay, so do you get something out of it from the Facebook page? Do you get something out of it?
If I tell you seriously, when I got my page monetized, so from that until I think December or October, I think I used to get salary every month. And sometimes it happens like you get more views on your videos, but still you will not get salary every month. I don't know why it happens. And I asked so many people, they told me that try to upload reels more than these long videos. So when I upload reels now, at that time I get more salary from Facebook. So
Oh,
I noticed
okay.
that. Yeah, but I don't get time to make reels. When you are going to make reels, you have to sit properly, and like you have to get up, get ready well for reels, and you have to plan
Yeah,
something
that's a
for that.
different kind of content. You have to be ready for it. And we are in a different kind of content, so we are very habitual doing it. So you are uploading the same kind of videos on Facebook
Same
also, right?
thing.
Whatever you do
Same
on
thing.
YouTube,
Mm.
you upload on Facebook, right? And how many followers do you have now?
On Facebook, I have 54 plus K followers.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. That's great
Thank
number.
you.
On YouTube,
You
it's
know,
very
when I
difficult,
went
I think.
when I went upon that platform, Joe Stock, at that time there were, I think, 18K followers last year, I think, on October or on August, I think so. And
Mhm.
suddenly I got this much.
Oh, okay. So after that, Joe's talks. So after that
Maybe.
talk, many people started knowing you and they started following you on Facebook. That's very nice. Okay. And tell me now a little bit more about your spoken English journey. That why do you think speaking English can help you in your career and why you started?
If I tell you about my journey of learning and speaking this language, so when I was in, I think, third and fourth standard, at that time,
Mhm,
for the very first time, I got to know that this is something which we can learn. You know,
mhm,
I was in private school at that time. I used to learn, I used to read it, but I was not taking it seriously that that is something which can help us in future. So my cousin, they suggested, they were learning English at then. They used to make notes like present tense, modals, this tense, that tense. So I used to take their notebook and used to read all the things. And I asked why you are learning this, why there is need to learn this. So they told me that this is something which you also need to learn. I did not take them seriously. When I came into ninth standard, and my English
mhm.
teacher, I got my English teacher, and she was so strict. And because of her, I started learning little bit grammar, like modals and passive, active. These things I started learning willingly because I was like I used to afraid from that teacher. So then after I went to my nanny's home again, and then I started learning some more grammar from my mama. And then I took interest to learn this because I found it very interesting. And then after completed 12th, one of my friends, she suggested me, Mansi, there is one NGO. You can go there and take admission to learn English if you really want to learn. Because at that time I was searching a good institution from where I can learn English, from where I could learn English. So she suggested me. I went to Kamla Nehru College, if you heard it, Gargi and Kamla Nehru. So behind it, there is a polytechnic college, Jijabai College. So there was one NGO. They were teaching English at free of course at that time. So they were like that was 4 months course. So I took admission, and from there I got a very fantastic teacher, Prachi Chaudhary ma'am, and she like taught me how to speak English. Within 4 months I got to know like how to speak English easily. And at that time my confidence was so amazing, and my teacher used to tell me this thing. And from there I started speaking English, and from that point also I started teaching also. Because if you are learning something, and if you are going to teach that thing to other person, then you learn more from that. So because of this I started teaching also. And then I joined that NGO, and in that NGO also I started working on my communication skills. And during that, after 4 or 5 years, I got married, and I stopped doing everything. I stopped speaking also. I stopped like doing anything because I was thinking like there is no need to do anything because I got married and there is no need to do anything. So why should I do? And then after my husband got transferred in Chhattisgarh, where I started feeling like I'm illiterate because that was teachers colony. Everybody was teachers doing something, and I was only like homemaker. I was not the only homemaker at that time. There were so many, but I used to feel like I'm illiterate because when teacher in teachers colony, every teachers and their family members and the wife, their husband used to talk, and they used to tell that I am teacher, I am nurse, I am this, I'm that. I just used to say like I am a homemaker, and while saying this, I used to feel very bad about me that I am illiterate. So then I joined Abbal Sir's course, for the very first time. I'm telling it on social media that I joined his course, but there I found some like conjunctions, nothing else. So that didn't help me to speak out this language again. And then after completed that, I got the certificate that was useless for me because if you know the language, there is no need to get any certificate, right? And if you know
Right.
the language, there is no need to show any certificate. And if you have certificate, if you are not able to like speak out, so still that is useless. And then after I started working on me, I started watching after Corona. I started watching some English content. I found like Kanchan Casey, especially that one. I found that I started following her, especially her daughter. Her daughter inspired me to learn this language, to speak this language. And suddenly I got chance to meet her, and I met her. At that time she was not talking in English. She talks in Hindi every time. I met her 3 times, and she was talking in Hindi only, like little bit sentences she was using, otherwise her daughter was speaking in English. So at that time I was thinking like if she can speak, my both son can speak. First I need to start speaking. So then secretly I started my this channel, and this is my fifth channel. And I did not tell to my any family member, to anybody, that I am doing this. Even to my husband also I did not tell. And when my channel got monetized within 2 months, then I told to everybody that now I'm not doing vlogging and all the things, I'm doing this. Everybody was started like they started appreciating me, and they started motivating me that now you're doing something good, by which we can feel proud that my sister is doing this, especially my brother. So,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course. Now we can say that you are an educator, and that's a very good category. And sometimes people misjudge when I tell people that I'm running a YouTube channel. They also think like I'm doing something which is like
Yeah,
unnecessary. I
all the
tell that
things.
I'm an educator, but they think, oh, okay, like everybody does the same on social media, so I don't care what you do. But I tell them, man, I'm doing something which is all about education. And it's completely opposite from that which you are thinking about. But it's very difficult to make them understand sometimes. And of course, I don't get local followers because I speak English most of the time. And even though once they come to know that I teach English and I do conversations, they don't listen to it because for them 100% English is like a lot of task, a difficult task, they can't do it. So but yeah, this is something which you're teaching online and being an educator. So even though we don't get a lot of views, subscribers, money, but we can proudly express ourselves that I'm an educator and I'm helping people to speak
Yeah.
English, right? Because it's a very nice profession, I would say.
Whether we are not getting something like money and all according to
Mhm.
others, but still I am so satisfied that I'm doing something good by which I'm learning something. And my children are also watching, in my children are also watching me that mama is doing something good. Like books are also there, like I'm doing like a study kind of things. So they think like mama is doing study, so
Mm.
that's why I feel like,
They
yeah, it
get
is good. Whether
inspiration
I'm
from
getting money or not,
if
it doesn't
someone is
matter for
studying,
me.
why can't I? Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
good environment. It creates a good environment for the kids. They can study also in their life. So they can
Yeah.
feel that study is so important. Once you live in a family, like father is not just, touching the books, mother is not touching the books. So it is very difficult to convince your kids to do the same, right?
Yes. It used to happen with me when I was in Chhattisgarh na, at that time. Like as you know, my husband is also a teacher. He's in Kendriya Vidyalaya. So he needs to study every day because whatever you are going to teach to your students, you have to prepare about that. So he learns things every day. And my son used to study. My younger son was, I think, around 1.5 year at that time, or 2 years something. And they both used to tell me, Mama, why don't you study? Daddy is studying, I am studying, and Gunu is studying. Why you don't study? I used to tell like I have completed all the thing now. There is no need to do anything. They used to tell me, Mama, no, you should also do something. Like Daddy is still like doing study. Why don't you do? So I used to feel very bad about it. And like they are very small. What they are asking to me, right? So then now they proudly say that my daddy is a teacher and my mama is also a teacher. And when they say this line, I feel very proud that wow, they got this meaning that what I do, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's very nice, and you get the value, and you feel self satisfaction more. Just to matters more than others. What others say, that does not matter. Just matter what like you are satisfied or not, right? Sometimes I see like people have a lot of followers or maybe the vlogging things, but people say, oh, okay, like it's not something worth it. We cannot learn something from it. Like it happens,
Yeah,
but yeah, we cannot satisfy everyone, but we can satisfy ourselves. That is very important,
ourselves.
what I understand this journey.
Mm.
Thank you so much. Many, many thanks to you, Mansi ma'am, for joining me today. And it's been really long. I did not do conversation and I was just feeling like I'm doing something new, and it happens because now I'm very much focused into the solo content and I want to just enhance my skill as a solo content creator. But thanks, and even though today I came back from my home, so it's a kind of a good
Okay.
practice that
Thank
I'm
you,
back
thank
into
you,
the routine.
Ashutosh.
Yeah.
You invited me on your channel, and it was really very amazing session. And I hope this will help the learner to learn this language. And thank you so much. Bye bye. See you very soon.
Bye bye. Take care.